Who's ready to rumble? Hello everyone, I am your host Jasirium, and welcome to PAWW, Feline Fatale. A story about a rising star in the wrestling world. But it didn't always start out that way. You'll see what I mean in a bit. So, what is this game? Well, it's a sort of visual novel where you take on the role of an individual who had a little bit of a rough patch during work and has decided to enter the wrestling world. Now, I want to let you know ahead of time, this isn't a full game just yet. This is just the demo. And as I'm recording this, it is still going through Kickstarter and will be a full game soon. Now, why did I decide to play this game? Well, I thought it looked interesting, and I do enjoy the character designs of the characters featured. I've seen a couple screenshots and a couple artwork centering on them. So, without any further delays, let's get this thing started. Another devastating body slam from off the top rope! I have no idea how she's going to make it out of this one! The crowd in the arena cheered on. She had to keep fighting. She had to win. Monica! 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 Ah! Monica was snapped back to reality by the shrill blare of a customer's horn. The arena was gone, replaced with the stark contrast of the gas station's familiar interior. The same dusty shelves, the same outdated cash register, the same dirty windows. She looked out the window at a large truck parked near one of the pumps. What is going on with this guy? Is there an issue with his car or something? Monica frowned and sighed. Standing up from the register, the weirdos always came around at night. Typical graveyard shift. Alright, keep your pants on. Sheesh. Guess he's got a flat tire, maybe. Monica stepped out into the cold air of the night, making her way over to the car parked in front of the pump. As she approached, the door of the truck opened up and the driver stepped out. A single look at the fellow and she was worried about what he'd have to say. Hey! What are you standing there for? Get the gas going! Well, this isn't a service station. We're not supposed to use the pumps ourselves. It's sort of a legal thing. Lady, I didn't ask for some kind of stupid explanation of how it works. Just cram it and fill up the damn car! Monica blushed beet red, looking over the man. She felt a small flare of anger before rolling her eyes and crushing it back down. The sooner she dealt with things, the sooner he'd be gone at least. The man walked out in front of his car, reaching into his jacket to pull out a lighter, not even casting a sideways glance to Monica as she walked past him. I can't speak today. Monica grabbed the handle of the gas pump, looking over the side of the car for a moment. The gas tank was on the other side of the car. He'd parked it wrong. Well, what kind of fool does that? Just... if there's a gas tank on a car, it has to be on the side you're pumping gas in. It can't be on a side where there isn't a pump. Also, I just noticed that This guy is smoking a cigarette, and there's a no smoking sign there. Is he trying to blow up the gas station himself and Monica? Like, what the hell?
Buddy, sorry, sir? The gas tank is on the other side. Can you pull around and I'll fill it up?
The man scoffed, lighting up his cigarette. Just pull the hose over the top, dumb broad. Jerk. Listen, that's not called for. And please don't smoke in front of the pumps. You might cause an explosion. Yeah, that's what I said. Shut your yap! God! Can't you just do your job and keep quiet? Okay, jeez. You don't need to be a jerk-off, dude. Monica didn't exactly enjoy her job at the gas station, but it was usually quiet. It wasn't challenging or stimulating, but it was steady. It kept the lights on. There, is that so hard? God damn. The customer held out his cigarette, flicking it a few times in her direction. Some ashes landed on her jacket. Tell you what, why don't you close up and we ditch this place for a few minutes to have some fun? Just so long as you stop yapping. The man gave her rear a quick pat as she tried to maneuver the hose towards the gas tank. Dude, not a good idea. Unless she's your lover and she's into that kind of thing, don't ever do that. Monica had dealt with the occasional trouble customer, but it was never worth jeopardizing her job over. At least, not until today.
Shut my yap?
That's it, you jerk! Monica delivered a severe hook to the man's gut, making his eyes bug out of his skull as he staggered backwards. You really screwed up! I'm gonna...
Oh yeah?
Tell me who screwed up here! You're gonna do what? That hit sent the man stumbling back before he tripped over a trash can near the pumps. Wait a sec! Monica wasn't hearing it, winding up and delivering a kick to the man's rear end. The blow knocked him back into the spilled garbage as he tried to stand. You're crazy, lady! The man scrambled to his feet, making a break for his car and climbing inside.
Ugh, what a mess. I'm sure I'm gonna get an earful for this. Oh well, that guy was asking for it. I'm sure the owner will understand. Throwing out creepy dirt bags is part of the job.
Monica cleaned up the trash left behind from the scuffle, settling in for the rest of her shift. Thankfully, the rest of her night wasn't nearly as eventful as the fight from earlier. By the time the sun was beginning to rise, Monica had finished up and walked back to her apartment. The interior of the apartment was a welcome sight, as disheveled as it was. It wasn't the nicest place to live by any stretch, but on a gas station paycheck, it was about as good as one could hope. Walking over to her well-used sofa, Monica toppled onto it with a sigh.
What a night. I gotta get back to college or something. That gas station is gonna kill me. Ugh, who am I kidding? That costs money. I can barely afford this dump as is. Like that'll ever happen.
Flicking on her TV, the cat pulled her blanket over herself. It didn't take long for her to fall asleep, as the dull infomercials from the 4 a.m. broadcast droned on into the night.
Huh?
Awaking in a stupor, Monica reached for her chirping phone. Scrolling her finger across the screen, she checked her messages.
A work message? Ugh, today is my day off. What could they possibly want this time?
Monica paused for a moment, considering the idea of just ignoring it. She moved to open the message, despite her instincts telling her not to. Monica Willards, after reviewing last night's incident, we've decided to terminate your employment for violating company policy. Have a nice day. Monica's hand shook as she read the message, a wave of shock washing over the cat.
But...
Monica was devastated, frozen in place as she reread the message over and over. The man was being a jerk, and Monica thought defending herself against his advances was warranted. He could have caused an accident smoking near the pumps. The security cameras near the pumps hadn't been working that month, so who saw the fight? Did the man report it?
They fired me? Over that? Damn it!
Well, what did you expect? I mean, yeah, the guy was a jerk, but beating up a customer, even if they act like an asshole, is not the way to resolve an issue, Monica. I mean, yeah, sometimes people can act like assholes, but beating them up is not the way to resolve anything.
God damn it. Okay, I need to find something else here. I gotta get a new job, or something.
Going through her phone, the cat looked at her bank account.
This isn't gonna cover rent at all. Okay, I just need to... I need to get out of here.
Without much else of a plan, she stumbled out of her apartment and into the afternoon sunlight. Monica walked down the street, a wave of static filling her mind. The only thing she could think to do at the moment, given her shock and grief, was to head to the liquor store and grab a stiff drink.
The cheaper, the better. Maybe vodka or something? Maybe paint thinner might be better at this point.
Her thoughts turned to her situation. While her shabby apartment wasn't the most expensive, she didn't have any savings to speak of. She'd been living paycheck to paycheck for the past year.
What am I gonna do?
In her daze, Monica hadn't watched where she was going, bumping directly into another pedestrian on the street.
Oh, really sorry about that. Hey, it's no problem. Say, don't I know you?
Monica blushed, shaking her head as she snapped out of her unemployment-fueled stupor.
Not that I know of.
The raccoon rubbed her chin for a moment, closing her eyes.
Oh! You're the gas station beatdown lady! The what? Yeah, I saw the video earlier today. That was stellar. I read all about it. Your mom is Shooting Star Molly. Was Shooting Star Molly, but yeah, that's me.
The last thing Monica wanted to hear about was Shooting Star Molly on a day like this.
That's amazing! What are you up to today? On your way to clobber some more rough customers? That guy was really asking for it.
Rough customers? Did this woman see the scuffle that got her fired from the gas station?
How do you know about that? I didn't see anybody around.
The raccoon pulled out her phone, tapping it a few times and pointing it towards Monica.
Yeah? Wow, you bonked him right into the trash can. That's fantastic. You've got a real knack for fighting.
Looks like the security cameras were working after all. The manager on shift after her had probably uploaded the footage online.
Well, I hope it was worth it. I lost my job over it.
Wait, you didn't upload the video?
Nope, I just finished my shift, woke up today, and got fired. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do to pay for my place this month.
You can't be serious.
There's really no justice in this world. Listen, my name is Veronica Bensley. The raccoon reached into her pocket, grabbing a card.
We've got a Pro-Am wrestling event here in the city at the end of the month. The Spring Slam Fest. The matches leading up to it will decide who gets to headline. It's got a good payout for participants, and they'll even be signing a few wrestlers to the big federations if the scouts like what they see. I bet the gas station beatdown star would make a big splash, eh? Maybe you can make an appearance. We'd be able to pay you for your time, of course. Oh, well, wrestling was more my mom's thing. That's great! It's practically genetic! If you come down to the gym, we can get you sorted out with some equipment and stuff. I mean, I remember the basics from what my mom taught me back in the day, but... Perfect! Well then, it would be wonderful to see you there. No pressure. Just tell them Veronica sent you. I've gotta get going, or else I'll be late. Bye for now!
Monica stared at the card for a moment before letting out a sigh. She could at least go to the gym and see how much they were paying.
Not like I have any other bright ideas. Guess that drink will have to wait till after I check things out.
Without much else to do, Monica made her way over to Veronica's gym. It didn't take too long for Monica to reach the place, a gym called Ringtail. It was a bit old, refurbished perhaps, but it certainly seemed well loved, not to mention busy. Stepping inside, she took a look around.
So, this is the place, huh? I suppose I haven't kept up with any of these wrestling schools in a while. I'm surprised to see this one is doing so well, with all the bigger gyms around. Hey, you made it! Yeah, couldn't turn down that offer. It's a great chance to help out.
Of course, Monica didn't have much of an investment in wrestling at the moment. She just wanted to make some money and keep the lights on at home.
Well, there's an open training room over there across the hall. One of our wrestlers had to leave the country, so you can use her space for the time being. Right, well, just shoot me an email if you have any questions. Okay, good luck.
Monica couldn't get a word in edgewise as Veronica jogged off, leaving the cat by herself. With a shrug, Monica headed over to her assigned area to start training.
Wow!
Monica surveyed the room, taking a look at everything inside. While the equipment was a bit dated, it appeared well taken care of.
This is quite a bit nicer than I expected. Maybe a bit old, but it's all set up nicely. Veronica clearly cares a lot about this place.
After assessing the equipment, Monica considered where to begin.
I'm probably a bit overdue for some workout time either way. I'll just brush up on the basics here.
From this point forward, it's time for Monica to begin her training. The status button in the upper right corner will show Monica's current aptitudes for wrestling. Technique refers to Monica's technical skill. Her ability to perform throws, as well as maintaining safe and proper form, are linked to this stat. To become a good wrestler, consistency is important. Use the dummy to train this stat. Charm is a reflection of Monica's appeal and appearance. There are certainly some rough-looking wrestlers out there, but the charismatic ones are usually more successful. Use the mirror to train this stat.
Fitness dictates how physically fit Monica is. Wrestling is a physically intensive sport, and many of her bouts may last for quite a while. Cardio is key when fighting a strong opponent. Use the treadmill to train this stat. Drama is a must for any wrestler. To rile up the crowd, one must be unexpected, dashing, and crazy. Wrestling is an art, so any aspiring champion needs to hone both their skills and their persona. Use the clothing rack to train this stat. Happiness is a reflection of Monica's state of mind. If this stat drops too low, Monica's performance will suffer. Make sure to keep her spirits high. Head to the park for a walk to raise this stat. The clock will show you how much time Monica has in a day to train. 3 sections means 3 training opportunities per day. Monica's first match is in a few days. You'll need to raise her stats to prepare in time. Good luck.
Guess I should pick an outfit.
Looking over the rack of clothes in the corner, Monica's eyes locked onto a strip of red fabric peeking out.
Hey, this one looks pretty cute. Looks like it'll fit just right, too. Time to throw this on and get to work.
Monica wiped the sweat off her brow, taking a moment to catch her breath.
This is gonna take some getting used to again. I haven't worked out like this since high school. Hey, I see you've been working hard. Oh, and you managed to track in a bit of dirt as well. Were you out at the park? Well, I'm managing as best I can, but I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this stuff since high school. Just be sure to take things at your own pace. It's not about winning or losing, it's about putting on a show.
Monica appreciated Veronica's positivity, but she couldn't help but feel like that wasn't exactly the case. The cat hated losing. Okay, so far this is our stats. So far we have 1 technique, 0 charm, 1 fitness, 0 drama, 4 happiness. Okay. Good to know. Alright, let's move on.
Right, of course. So, when's my first match? 3 days from now. Feel free to use all the equipment as you see fit. Right, I'll... Wait! 3 days?! Well, I did say it was short notice, and you did say you had experience. So, I sort of had to set things up fast.
Monica had agreed to this, after all. She was in it for the long haul, it seemed.
It's fine. Not a problem. It's all for the Spring Slam Fest, right? That's the spirit! Now, before we get too much further, I'd like to get your phone number and email. I need to send you a few release forms just to make sure we're all squared away on the legal end. Right, no problem. I'll get it to you by the end of the day. Yeah, I'll just drop some forms here near the door, okay? Keep up the good work!
Grabbing a pen out of her purse, Monica started to look over the papers. It was pretty standard, if a bit dense.
I guess it's for if I hurt myself doing a backflip or something. Makes sense there to be so many pages of this stuff.
Sitting down at the table, Monica scoured the forms over and over, so closely in fact, She didn't notice the door open once more.
Party A is responsible for, what's that term again? Who's Party B in this case? Bah! I think it's the event folks.
Monica jumped, spinning to face her sneaky visitor.
Sorry, I just remember not being able to figure out my paperwork, so I figured I'd help. Thank you. Maybe knock next time? Oh, well, I heard we had someone new at the gym. I couldn't help myself. I'm Barbara.
The other woman was a wrestler as well. Monica could obviously gather.
It's nice to meet you, Barbara. I'm Monica. That being said, I think I'm done, so I'll just head out then. Actually, I know you're new and such, but want to get some food together? I'd love to talk with you for a bit.
Monica took a moment to think, looking the dog up and down. The cat was pretty tired after her first day of training, but maybe it wouldn't hurt to meet some other folks at the gym. You know what? Sure. Just to be nice.
You know what, Barbara? That sounds great. Gosh, really? Yay! I know a place where we can get some great cheesesteak sandwiches. Cheesesteak, huh? I can't say I've ever tried that before. Lead the way.
It didn't take long for the two of them to sit down outside and place their orders. The outdoor seating was pretty much empty, with the exception of the wrestling duo. They were used to seeing Barbara around either way, so their outfits weren't too surprising to the staff.
So, you come to this place often? Oh yeah! Oh yeah, it's a bit of a good luck charm before starting a match. I mean, it seems really local. Comfy for sure. Yep, the big benches are really comfy. Heck, they're so comfy you can just lie right down and take a nap. Until they kick you out. They don't like people sleeping here for some reason.
Monica coughed, looking away with a blush. Barbara didn't seem to be the brightest dog she'd ever met, but it was clear she was friendly at the very least.
Well, I'm sure there's a few spots back at the gym to nap at. Believe me, I tried. Every time I do, Veronica always managed to catch me. I've tried the training rooms, the supply closet, heck, even the roof. She gets me every time.
Before Barbara could continue, a waiter walked by and placed a pair of enormous cheesesteak sandwiches on the table.
Jeez, look at the size of those things. Right, they're the best.
Barbara could barely hold back her excitement as she snatched up the sandwich and took a messy bite.
Well, bottoms up.
The two enjoyed a nice dinner, though a rather filling one. Not exactly the most ideal after-training meal, but Monica sure as hell, I did not have enough time to read all that. Sure as hell enjoyed it, I'd assume. Anyways, you're feeling fantastic. You don't feel quite so fit. Monica managed to finally make it back home, slumping back onto her sofa.
Well, that went sorta smoothly. The gym was a lot nicer than it looked.
Monica relaxed, taking a moment to massage her foot paws.
I'll probably have to try and find a sparring partner, though. Maybe I can ask one of the girls there if they'd want me to join them. I'll worry about it later. If my first match is soon, I'll need to keep up my training. Basics first.
Monica's eyes glanced towards her wall to a framed picture collecting dust.
She'd get a laugh out of this.
Shooting star Molly. Monica looked at her phone for a moment, debating whether she wanted to make a call to her mother.
Nah, I don't have the energy for this tonight.
Tossing her phone aside with a huff, Monica leaned back and pulled the covers off the floor and over herself. She had more training to do tomorrow. Monica arrived at the gym a little before noon, gripping her bag as she walked to her training room.
Hey Monica, good to see you again. Room's all clean for when you're ready. Hey, good morning Veronica, thanks for the heads up. You may want to consider sparring with someone today if you can find the time. Some real experience could do you good. A dummy isn't going to be fighting back after all. Anyways, I need to run. I think Barbara is slacking off again. Alrighty, back to the grind.
Alright, so we only have 3 things. What should we do? You know what? Let's get a little fitness in.
Huh?
Looks like I got a text message. Yo! I want to test some new moves, and you seem good for it. If you ain't a chicken. Kelly.
Who the heck is Kelly? And how did she even get this number?
Taking a moment to think, she did remember leaving her number on the forms she signed. It must have been shared among the participants. Among the other participants.
Well, I suppose I could go say hello. But maybe I should just stick to training and meet her later. What to do?
On occasion, Monica will receive text messages from other wrestlers to train or spar. While some of these meetings will result in a higher stat increase than normal for Monica, they may come with risks. Keep that in mind moving forward.
Kelly, eh? This text was a little aggressive.
Screw it.
What the hell? Might as well give it a shot. Yo! So, you made it, eh? Yeah. Name's Monica. Nice to meet you. Yeah, sure thing. So, you're gonna help me test my moves. Stand over there.
Monica was a bit surprised that the rabbit would be so brash. She had a hunch that Kelly was messing with her.
Sure thing.
Monica stepped into the ring with a gulp, watching the rabbit as she approached. Positioning herself, Kelly picked up the cat and slammed her onto the mat.
Ah! Nice one. Alright, cool. Get lost, gas station loser. Huh? I thought you said you wanted to train. I wanted to test my move. I'm done now. Hey, but that's not fair. Shouldn't always expect a fair fight. There's your lesson for today.
Monica shook her head as Kelly exited the ring, leaving her alone. Perhaps if she was more dramatic, she might have had some backbone. With a heavy sigh, Monica decided to walk back to her training room. Monica put the last of her equipment away, sighing as she wiped off some sweat from her forehead.
Ready for the match? Yeah. 2 more days, right? Yep. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, you're my first match? Well, here's hoping it's a good one. I got all kinds of cool stuff to show everybody. You're not a sore loser, are you? I'm just joking. Well, we'll have a fair match and stuff.
Now that she knew Barbara was her first opponent, Monica decided to look her over. How fit is my opponent? What's my opponent's personality? How does my opponent fight? Well, Barb comes across pretty straightforward. She's definitely got a lot of natural charm with a body like that, but I can't say she strikes me as being very dramatic. Barbara seems like a straight shooter. The crowd can probably easily get behind her too. So she's gotta be a face wrestler. Given her nature, it might be good to find a gimmick to throw her off balance and get an upper hand. She doesn't look particularly fit. I think if I got a few sessions on the treadmill, I should be running circles around her. I'm hungry. Poor Barbara. Veronica probably caught her trying to snack on something. Still, she does seem passionate about wrestling. I'm sure she's got some decent moves. I probably don't want to lower my guard around her. Monica figured out everything she needed to know. What's wrong? Do I have something on my shirt? Oh, no. I was just thinking about something. We'll have a good match, yeah? You bet. I can't wait. Right. Good luck, Barbara. See you soon. Later, Monica! Monica finished up the rest of the day, then headed to bed as soon as she could. This was her last chance to train before her match against Barbara. Monica made a beeline for the gym first thing in the afternoon. Alrighty, tomorrow's the first match. I suppose that's as ready as I'm gonna get. I cannot words right now. Monica was admittedly nervous, but she was in it for the long haul at this point. Between all the drama of losing her job and going viral, this was really the best chance she had to get her shit back together. Veronica marched through the door right on schedule. So, tomorrow's the big match, eh? I'm sure you're as excited as I am. Honestly? Yeah. It's been a while since I got in the ring, but I'm back in the groove now. Wow, now that's the spirit. You're feeling ready to kick some butt, huh? Definitely. I'm feeling all warmed up now after a bit of practice. Do you know the venue? It's at the Oak Street Community Center. Try and be there at least an hour beforehand. Oh yeah, I think I know where that is. At any rate, I need to make sure everything is set at the venue. I'll be rooting for you. For sure. Thanks for dropping by, Veronica. Alright, I'd better get back home. Big day tomorrow. After a quick change of clothes, Monica made it back to her apartment. Okay, tomorrow is the big day. Hopefully I'll be ready. Yeah, it'll go great. Just gotta stay positive. Walking to the kitchen, Monica opened her fridge and took a look inside. Now, what to have for dinner? She spotted a bowl near the back. Some leftover macaroni from a few days ago. Admittedly, she'd forgotten about it with how busy she'd been. I'm sure it's still good. Monica put the chili bowl in the microwave, her eyes looking over to her phone on the countertop as she waited for her food to heat up. Maybe I should give Mom a call. You know what? Just give her a call. She'd love to hear. I don't know. She'd want to hear that I'll be at an event, I bet. Maybe she'll have some advice. Grabbing her phone, Monica punched in the number and held it up to her ear. Hey there! Hey! Mom, You've reached the hotline for the official Shooting Star Molly fan club. Monica grit her teeth. The overly cheery message seemed to mock her. Leave a message and we'll send an agent to help you out with merch questions or to book an event. Shoot for the stars! Monica didn't bother leaving a message, hanging up with a shake of her head. That's so typical, changing her number to the fan hotline. Should have figured. Monica ended the call, tossing her phone on the couch. She berated herself, regretting her decision. Whatever, dinner time. You don't feel so good. Oh, god damn it. The beeping of the microwave snapped Monica to attention, the cat grabbing her meal. Hot! Hot! Taking a battered shaker from the cupboard, she flopped onto the couch. Unscrewing the cap, she began to shake it liberally over the bowl of noodles as she got settled. Nothing like fish flakes to spice up any meal. Pausing to think, she considered tomorrow's match and her time at Ringtail. The first fight is against Barbara. I know she's been working pretty hard for a while, but she's also been known to slack off just as hard, so maybe my chances aren't too bad. The gym has been interesting. I didn't think that things would turn out like this after everything that happened at the gas station. And that I'd end up on the internet. Ugh. Gas station beatdown lady. That's so stupid. Monica pulled up the video on her phone, a tingle of shame rolling up her spine as she watched it for the first time. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Tell me who screwed up here! You're gonna do what? The video showed the man getting smacked into the trash cans, trying to scramble away before getting comically booted right in his rear. Okay, I can sort of see why this went viral. Now that's comedy. Playing it back once more, Monica took another bite from her bowl and relaxed. Well, I guess people will kind of know me at the event, if this video is so popular. Either way, I gotta pack it in here. Tomorrow is the big day, sink or swim. Closing her eyes, Monica rolled over onto her futon and quickly fell asleep. Of course, Monica couldn't have things go easy for her. The building lost power for a few hours in the night, causing her cheap alarm clock to reset. Thankfully, she hadn't slept through the event, but the show was just starting as she sprinted into the Oak Street Community Center, nearly collapsing in the locker room. I'm just in time. Monica took a few moments to look into the mirror, adjusting her hair and making sure her outfit was all set as she tried to catch her breath. Thank God the back door was left open. The last person I'd want to see at this point is... Monica! The door swung open with a loud thud, a figure storming into the room. There you are! I was looking for you. Veronica, I was just, Listen, I get it. It's okay to be nervous before an event, but if you want to hide out in the locker room, at least try and say hello first, eh? You're up next. Yeah, you're right, The booming speakers echoed through the venue, the voice of the announcer coming in crystal clear even in the locker room. Rock and roll, folks! Welcome to the Flamingo Bay Arena. I'm your commentator for tonight, JC!
And tonight, we've got a clash between an old favorite in town and a brand new challenger. Tonight's match will be decided in a classical fashion, be it submission, pinfall, or knockout. Knowing Barbara's brutality, here's hoping this scrap isn't over too quickly.
Okay, get out there and knock him dead. But not literally. We can't afford another lawsuit.
Monica was shoved out of the locker room and behind the stage, the music booming loudly as the crowd muttered in excitement. Alright everyone, I hope you're ready to make some noise for our next match!
Well, here we are. God, there's kind of a big turnout. I never figured there'd be such a scene for amateur wrestling in town. But there's one heck of a crowd out there. I'll just get out there and kick some ass. Keep it simple, keep it tight. Okay, Monica, you can do this.
Taking a deep breath, Monica took a few moments to stretch before she heard a voice over the booming venue speakers. And next up, you all know her from the internet. The gas station beatdown lady, Monica!
There it is.
Blushing brightly, Monica made her way to the stage amidst the cheers of the crowd. She turned towards the viewers. Monica waved to the crowd and assumed a stance without much flair or poise.
Hey, let's, get wrestling.
She felt stiff and out of place, realizing this was probably an extremely boring introduction. Monica slowly made her way over to the ropes and into the ring. You don't feel so good. Finishing up her introduction, Monica cast her gaze back to the entrance. Oh no, there goes my happiness. And next in the ring, the bodacious bombshell babe, Barbara!
Yeah! Who's ready to party?
And what a sight for sore eyes! Barb looks ready to rumble like always. I can only wonder what kind of plans she has in mind for the gas station newcomer. With their sights set on the big dog, the crowd howled with excitement. Barbara skipped playfully down the aisle towards the ring, blowing kisses the whole way there. She managed to climb into the ring with a sluggish pull, stepping up onto the turnbuckle.
Eyes on the prize, boys. I'm giving it my all tonight.
Barbara looks like she's in top form. Monica is in serious trouble, if that's any indication. Here's hoping the newcomer can pull out a few fancy tricks. Hopping off the buckle, Barbara stood across from Monica and assumed her position. The two girls stared at each other down for a moment, walking around the ring in a slow circle.
So, are you sure you're ready for this? I can ask you the same thing.
Monica took the initiative as the crowd screamed on, the cat thrusting a kick towards Barbara.
Ooh, not bad.
Monica tried to throw some blows against Barbara's middle, but her opponent was able to take a few deft steps back. Monica didn't factor in one important difference between them: Barbara's overwhelming height advantage. Driven against the ropes, Barbara laughed before bouncing back into the fray using the springy wires surrounding the ring. A heavy lariat from the retriever hit Monica like a freight train.
Not bad, Monty, but I think you're in real trouble now. Jeez, I haven't been hit like that in a while.
Monica's head was spinning. She was having a hard time
staying standing. Barbara locked hands with Monica, attempting to overpower her in a grapple.
Sorry, I'll try to make this quick.
Monica was starting to huff and squirm in the dog's tight grip. It was easy for Barbara to lean in and bear down on Monica with her size advantage.
I gotta think of something, or she's gonna crush me.
Squirm harder. Monica squirmed like crazy. Wild, desperate movements that looked less like a fighter and more like a trapped animal.
Ugh, you like a fish or something? Sit still.
Barbara managed to throttle Monica a few more times, but the cat finally slipped free and scrambled back to her feet before she was hurt any further. The two combatants backed off from each other, taking a moment to catch their breaths. Would you get a look at that? She managed to escape that grapple. Quite a stunning upset. Here's hoping she can carry that momentum forward and launch a counterattack. But of course, Barbara's not the kind of girl to go down easy. The two women closed in on each other, jabbing, looking for an advantage. Monica soon found an opening, twirling her body, then rolling Barbara over her hip and down onto the canvas floor. Barbara rose to her feet, huffing as she got back into her ready stance. Suddenly, it hit Monica, a flash of inspiration. It took Barbara quite a while to get back to her feet. Her conditioning wasn't very good.
If I can stay mobile and keep knocking her down, I bet she'll get tired in no time. That'll be the perfect chance to make my move. Question is, am I fast enough to handle this?
Well, let's see. 3 fitness, I think that should be enough.
You're staring at me just like those hunky boys in the crowd do.
After flashing a quick pose, the crowd cheered for Barbara.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna be there to console you after your loss.
Taking a few light-footed steps back, Monica tried to keep just outside of the dog's range.
Oh, don't be such a scaredy cat! Come here!
Monica shifted backwards, delivering a low kick to Barbara's leg and knocking her down once more.
Gah! Ow!
Barbara stood up and made an effort to jump at Monica, only for the cat to sidestep the attempt. Keeping out of range, Monica managed to use a few tripping techniques and good footwork to outpace her opponent. It didn't take long before Barbara was panting from exhaustion.
Oh, come on! Stop moving around so much! You look tired. Why not lie down for a bit?
Stepping in, Monica hit Barbara in the gut with a sidekick, making her stagger backwards. Clearly, Monica's training had paid off. What an exchange! I can tell the match is really heating up here. Who would have thought our new challenger could put it on such a show?
You're not bad, Monty. I'll have to really bring out the big guns for you. Hey, feelings mutual.
The crowd was roaring all around them while the two stared each other down. The match was reaching a fever pitch, and one of the two girls was about to hit the mat. Monica hoped it wouldn't be her.
Had enough? I think it's about...
Ah, dang it, I didn't have enough time to read that. Whatever. Anyways,
Big talk, Monty, but you won't be acting so tough after I give you the... Death hug!
the crowd cheered at the mention of that. The death hug. Monica had a bad feeling.
Here I come!
Barbara let out a cheerful cry before opening her arms wide and charging Monica, intent on finishing the match. Monica tried to react, but she was hurt and tired. She willed her body to move, yet it wouldn't budge. Monica could only watch while the wall of canine mass descended upon her. Ah! Ah! Time for the death hug! Monica could almost feel her bones cracking in Barbara's embrace, her vision getting blurry. I can't! Oops! Almost overdid it again. Ugh. This move always tires me out. Monica instantly collapsed after being released, hitting the mat with a thud. Wow! I did it! Oh wait, there was something else that was supposed to happen. Shoot, what was it? The crowd chanted while Barbara stood there in the ring thinking. Pin her! Pin her! Pin her! Gosh, I totally forgot! As Barbara sat her butt down hard on Monica's back, the crowd counted out. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the match was over. Barbara's famous death hug had finished another round. Yahoo!
Holy cow! Did you see that? What a move! Barbara's signature move closes out yet another match in routine fashion. The explosive power of the death hug proven once again. A nearby stage technician ran a microphone over to Barbara, who grabbed it with a smile and addressed the audience.
Yay, you're all so nice. I get so happy when I hear everybody cheering for me. Hope you had fun.
More cheers erupted from the crowd as Monica coughed and rolled out of the ring, shuffling back to the locker room with her head hung low.
What a day. I'm glad that's over and done with.
Monica bent down, taking a moment to massage her paws.
Really amazing stuff, I must say. You did well. I got my butt kicked. No need to sugarcoat it. Hey, it's not about winning or losing. It's about doing your best and putting on a show. Yeah, I suppose so. Chin up, okay? There's always the next match. You still had a lot of great moments out there. Just tighten up your game plan a bit, and I'm sure you'll do better.
Monica leaned back and sighed as Veronica handed her a water bottle.
So, what now? I suppose I'll just head back home and rest up to get ready for the next training session. What? No. We've got to celebrate. We're hitting the bar tonight. And I'm not taking no for an answer. Sure thing. Now that's the spirit. It's just around the block. You can't miss it. Wrestling costumes only, of course. Yeah, see you in a few.
Monica stepped over to the sink, splashing some water on her face. As she freshened up after her harsh fight with Barbara, Monica's thoughts turned to the future.
All this wrestling stuff, it's rough. I didn't think I'd be doing something like this again. But hell if it doesn't beat the gas station. That job was awful. And, I mean, most of the people involved with the event seem friendly. Veronica is always happy to see me around at the gym, too. Or at least, she thinks I can put butts in seats. I can't even remember the last time I went out to a bar with folks. I never really had the time, what with all my graveyard shifts.
In fact, it had been quite some time since Monica had gone anywhere for fun. She'd fallen into a rut, and she hadn't even realized it.
Okay, I'm thinking too much. I'll go meet the others and get a bite to eat. I'm starving.
The bar was a welcome sight to the cat as she stepped inside, looking the place over. It was plenty busy. A majority of the patrons seemed to be either regulars, gym members, or attendees from the show.
Hey, Monica! It's nice to see you here. Hey, Barbara, you're looking pretty good after that match.
Monica was still feeling the sting of defeat, finding it hard to meet Barbara's gaze.
Oh, it's nothing. You did really great out there. People were cheering for you like crazy. Hopefully they got a decent laugh out of it. You kicked my butt. No, Monty. It's totally fine. It's part of wrestling. Win or lose, you've always gotta have fun.
Barbara's words were simple, but they were true nonetheless. Monica let out a sigh and shook her head.
I suppose you're right. Thanks, Barbara. You're a real nice person, you know that? That's what all the boys say, too.
Turning back to the bar, Monica rubbed her chin.
Now what should I do next?
After some of her wrestling matches, Monica will head to the nearby bar to blow off steam. These visits allow you to interact with other characters and offer chances to raise Monica's stats. Some stats will receive bonuses depending on her happiness level. However, some interactions might come with a risk. Keep that in mind moving forward. Monica will have enough time for the 3 activities before the bar closes. Be sure to make the most of it. Monica should see a few people that she recognized from the gym. Wouldn't be a bad idea to mingle.
Let's go say hello.
Alright, so have 3 chances.
You know what? Let's chat with Kelly.
Monica decided to try talking to Kelly, the rabbit who'd contacted her before the last match for a training session.
Hey there, enjoying the bar? Yep. Enjoy your first match, newbie? It was definitely rough, but I'm still standing. I'm amazed you don't have brain damage. You got your ass kicked. Yeah, you're not wrong. It was funny at least. You made one hell of a face during the death hug. I'm sure people are gonna buy copies of the footage just for that. Yeah, right. So, did you have any matches today? Earlier in the afternoon, before yours, it was pretty whack.
Kelly took a drag on a cigarette, blowing the smoke in Monica's direction.
Stupid ref stopped the match early. I hadn't even used my best moves on him yet. We gotta get rid of submission rules. Takes the fun out of it. Hey! Come on, you didn't pulverize them, did you? Yeah, duh. What, do you think wrestling is fake or something? I've got the bruises to prove it isn't. There you go.
Monica wasn't sure about pressing the issue further.
Well, I suppose that's true. Exactly. This ain't a beauty pageant. Nothing I do is against the rules. At least, I think so. I don't really care either way. Yeah. I guess you're right. Anyway, did you need something? No, not really. Just wanted to say hello. Right. Keep up the fights, yeah? New blood is always a treat to watch.
Kelly walked back to the bar to grab another drink, leaving Monica alone.
Ugh, that didn't go well. Maybe if I had a bit more guts, she'd take me seriously. Whatever, maybe I can find somebody else to talk to. You know what, let's chat with Barbara.
Monica decided on a familiar face, stepping over to her recent opponent.
Hey Barb, how you holding up? Hey Monica, you look so cool up there. That was so dang fun.
It didn't take a rocket scientist to notice, but Barbara was already drunk as a skunk.
It was a pretty good match. At least, that's what I heard from folks. You having a good time? I always have a good time. Especially when I'm with my new best friend. Well, hey. I didn't think you liked me that much. Glad I made a good first impression. No, it's just... Ugh. All the other girls can be so mean.
Barbara looked around to make sure nobody else was in earshot.
Kelly calls me lazy and says that I don't train hard enough. Veronica always tells me that my form is bad and lectures me. And that other old lady is the worst of them all.
Before Monica could ask who she was talking about, Barbara lunged forward, pulling her into an embrace.
You had a taste of the death hug, now you get the friend hug.
The friend hug was just as bad as the death hug.
But, Barbara, it's a bit too much.
Monica had an even worse problem, however. She could feel Barbara tipping forward against her. Poor Monica didn't stand a chance. The enormous woman's body bore down on Monica, but the cat was far too weak to hold her up.
Hey, Barbara, we're gonna... Monica...
Monica hit the ground hard as Barbara flopped on top of her, a wave of laughter rolling through the bar. It took a lot of struggling, but eventually Monica managed to squirm out from under the canine's bulk.
Yeah. God damn, she's big. Not again. Dang it, Barbara! Are you okay, Monica? Yeah, I'm fine. Just peachy. Don't worry about this goofball. I'll get her back up. You just go have fun, okay? Jeez, Barbara, take it easy next time.
Monica dusted herself off, looking around with a blush. People seemed to have already moved on, yet Monica couldn't help but feel slightly embarrassed as she walked away. You don't feel so good. Grab a bite to eat. Monica was starving after her match. She figured she'd waited long enough to get some good food. Hard to keep up training like hers without fuel, after all. Walking up to the counter, she waved over the bartender.
Hey there, anything on special tonight? It's my first time around this place.
The special? Tonight it's the spicy tacos. You're with the wrestle girls, yes?
Yeah, I had a match tonight.
Well, you ladies put on a good show. You bring in a great many customers. I give discount for a super sexy costume. You're novice, yes? I think you great out there. The gas lady, very strong.
Ugh, gas station beatdown, whatever. Yeah, gas lady, why not?
Well, gas lady, you are new. You do good job, so you get dinner tonight. It is of me this time.
Oh, thank you.
Free food? What could be better than that? Question is, what was Monica going to order? Of course, the spicy tacos were a bold choice. Bar food was always hit or miss in Monica's experience. A burger would be safer, but it wasn't exactly the most interesting choice. Oh, I don't have a high enough stat for tacos. I'll just have a burger tonight. I'm still a bit tired from the match. Something simple will do me right. Of course, I will return to bar in a moment. It didn't take too much longer before the bartender returned with her burger, placing it in front of her, then heading off to help another customer. Ah, good old-fashioned burger hits the spot. Honestly, I think the fries might be the best part. It wasn't too fancy, but the simple meal got the job done for Monica. You're feeling great! Monica pulled out her phone, checking the time. 12:45, it's getting pretty late. Walking to the counter, Monica called for her bill. How was the drinks?
Mighty fine, thanks. I had a great night.
Well, you will have to return after the next show. I hope you hit many women.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Waving goodbye, Monica stepped out the door and headed back to her apartment. Arriving back home, Monica slumped onto her sofa and let out a deep sigh.
Well, so far so good. First match is out of the way. Just gotta keep the pace till the spring slam fest. I doubt they'll pick me to headline the event, but even so, I shouldn't do a half-assed job with the rest of the matches leading up to it. Eh? Oh, it's a cash stash notification. Great. Am I getting dinged again for something? Might have been the internet bill again.
Tapping on the text message, she opened her account to check the damages.
Eh?
Sent via ringtail. 2021.43. $2,021.43.
$2,000? What the hell?
Did the match really bring in that much attention? Monica looked at her screen once more, then placed her phone down with a shake of her head.
Sheesh, this gig is looking better and better all the time.
Monica glanced over at the picture of her mother on the wall.
I suppose you just did it for the big bucks after all, hey? Figures.
Flicking off the lights, Monica walked over to her bedroom and collapsed into bed. She still had plenty of matches to go before the Spring Slam Fest, and only so many days to train. She had to get ready.
Ready for round 2? Actually, you know what? Perhaps a rematch with Barbara's in order. One moment. Alright, let's try this again. Let's upgrade some technique, some fitness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Barbara. How are you? We'll accept Barbara's offer again. Alright. Let's see our stats. Let's boost our fitness a bit. Yeah, after that beatdown from last time. Let's just train by ourselves. Nah, I shouldn't skimp out on the basics. I'm sure she'll understand. Yeah, 2 more days. Alright, last chance. Alright, let's see. Let's get some drama in. Yeah, tomorrow's the big match. I'm pretty nervous, actually. I'll admit, it's been a while. Never wrestled in front of a crowd at an event before. Well, hey, just do your best, okay? Sure, there's a lot at stake for the girls out there, but if you put on a good show, you'll get a good payout, win or lose. That, and you'll get some valuable experience in the ring. Yeah, right. Just gotta put on a good show. Yeah, we've already been through this, so we're just gonna go forward.
should give Mom a call. You know what? After that phone call ending at the fan club line, no. No, nah, absolutely not. She doesn't need to know about this. It's just a temp thing to pay the bills, then it's back to a normal job. She shook her head before stuffing her phone back into her pocket. These sorts of things never did work out well with her mother. Alright. Building lost power. Alright. Just in time. Alright. Here we go again. Hopefully I do better this time around. Hopefully I don't... Wait, what happened? Did my happiness go down? Finishing up her introduction, Monica cast her gaze back to the entrance. And there's Barbara again. So, are you sure you're ready for this? I could ask you the same thing. Monica took the initiative as the crowd screamed on, the cat thrusting a kick towards Barbara. Ow! Sorry, I'll try to make this quick. Gotta think of something, or she's gonna crush me. Squirm harder. You know what? Now that this option appeared, time for a bite! Gah! Owie! Monica chomped down hard on Barbara's arm, wiggling out of her opponent's grasp. The cat hopped back, spitting out a few tufts of golden fur as the crowd hollered. Whatever shampoo you use, it tastes terrible! The two combatants backed off from each other, taking a moment to catch their breaths.
Would you get a look at that? She managed to escape that grapple. Quite a stunning upset. Here's hoping she can carry that momentum forward and launch a counterattack. But of course, Barbara's not the kind of girl to go down easy. The two women closed in on each other, jabbing, looking for an advantage. Monica soon found an opening, twirling her body, then rolling Barbara over her hip and down onto the canvas floor. Suddenly it hit Monica. Flash of inspiration. Took Barbara quite a while to get back to her feet. Her conditioning wasn't very good. If I can stay mobile and keep knocking her down, I bet she'll get tired in no time. That'll be the perfect... Question is, am I fast enough to handle this? I hope you are. Well, I'm sure they're gonna be there to console you after your loss. Taking a few light-footed steps back, Monica tried to keep just outside the dog's range. Oh, don't be such a scaredy cat. Come here. Monica shifted backwards, delivering a low kick to Barbara's leg and knocking her down once more. Gah! Ow!
Barbara stood up and made an effort to jump at Monica, only for the cat to sidestep the attempt. Keeping out of range, Monica managed to use a few tripping techniques and good footwork to outpace her opponent. Didn't take long before Barbara was panting from exhaustion. Oh, come on! Stop moving around so much. You look tired. Why not lie down for a bit? Stepping in, Monica hit Barbara in the gut with a side kick, making her stagger backwards. Clearly, Monica's training had paid off.
What an exchange! I can tell the match is really heating up here. Who would have thought our new challenger could put on such a show?
You're not bad, Monty. I'll have to really bring out the big guns for you. Hey, feelings mutual. Crowd was roaring all around them while the two stared each other down. The match was reaching a fever pitch, and one of the girls was about to hit the mat. Monica hoped it wouldn't be her. Come on! There came a loud voice that cut through the din of the crowd. A particularly passionate fan was in the process of pulling off his shirt. As one does during a wrestling match.
Barbara! Don't give up! I love you!
It took him a moment before he managed to tug it off.
I believe!
The man hurled his shirt through the air towards Barbara. But Monica had other plans. That token of love would never reach its destination. Monica snatched the shirt out of the air, pulling it apart in a very theatrical fashion. The scraps of fabric fell to the mat. The fan's heartfelt gift having been destroyed right in front of Barbara's eyes. No! That guy's going to be so cold now, and they aren't going to let him into restaurants anymore. Oh crap, was that too much? She looks pretty shaken up. Wait a minute, he can just order delivery with his phone. He doesn't need his dirty, sweaty shirt at all. I'll have to tell him after the match. Never mind, I didn't go hard enough. Monica had at least knocked Barbara off balance, it seemed. Her ordeal with the shirt totally eliminating the dog's momentum. Had enough? I think it's about time we finish this up. Big talk, Moni, but you won't be acting so tough after I give you the death hug! The crowd cheered at the mention of that, the death hug. Monica had a bad feeling. Here I come! Barbara let out a cheerful cry before opening her arms wide and charging Monica, intent on finishing the match. Not this time! Sorry, Barbie, but I think it's time to wrap things up here. Monica slid between Barbara's legs, rising to her feet and rushing towards the ropes. What? The impact shook the ring from end to end, Barbara having taken the hit head on. Rolling Barbara over and pressing her paw onto her chest, Monica could hear the crowd chanting aloud while the dog was totally stunned. The audience burst into applause as Monica raised her arms in a victory pose.
Holy cow! Did you see that? What a move! It looks like that was a gas station beatdown.
A nearby stage technician ran a microphone over to Monica. She stared at it for a moment before grabbing it with an exhausted huff. Hey, thanks for watching the show, folks. Everyone, let's give a warm round of applause for Barbara. I'm sure there are gonna be lots of other exciting matches to look forward to soon. So get ready for the rest of the show. More cheers erupted from the crowd as Monica wiped the sweat off her brow, stepping out of the ring and back to the locker room with a warm blush on her face. What a day. I'm glad that's over and done with. Monica bent down, taking a moment to massage her paws. Really amazing stuff, I must say. You did well. Hey, it was a tough match. Barbara put up a good fight.
That she did! Barbara has a real passion for wrestling, and it showed in that performance. But you were the star tonight, that's for sure. Sheesh. Beginner's luck, I guess. Hey, don't sell yourself short. It's fun to be humble, but meekness isn't a trait fit for a wrestler. They want to like you. Try and match the crowd's energy. Right. I think I get it. Monica leaned back inside as Veronica handed her a water bottle. So, what now? I suppose I'll just head back home and rest up to get ready for the next training session. Alright. Heading out to the diner to celebrate once again. Now that's the spirit. Just around the block. Monica stepped over to the sink, splashing some water on her face. As she freshened up after her harsh fight with Barbara, Monica's thoughts turned to the future. All this wrestling stuff, it's rough. I didn't think I'd be doing something like this again. But hell if it doesn't beat the gas station, that job was awful. And I mean, most of the people involved with the event seem friendly. Veronica's always happy to see me around at the gym, too. Or at least, she thinks I can put butts in seats. I can't even remember the last time I went out to a bar with folks. I never really had the time. What with all my graveyard shifts. In fact, it'd be quite some time since Monica had gone anywhere for fun. She'd fallen into a rut and she hadn't even realized it. Okay, I'm thinking too much. I'll go meet the others and get a bite to eat. I'm starving. Hey, Monica! It's nice to see you here. Hey, Barbara, you're looking pretty good after that match. You sure used a crazy move on me, but after a few drinks, I can't even feel the bruises. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it was a bit too rough. No, Moni, it's totally fine. It's part of wrestling. Win or lose, you've always got to have fun. Barbara's words were simple, but they were true nonetheless. Monica let out a sigh and shook her head. I suppose you're right. Thanks, Barbara. You're a real nice person. You know that? What should I do next? Alright. Let's go say hello. You know what? I'm up for chatting with... Let's see. Do I have drama? Yeah, I have drama. You know what? I'm up for chatting again. Monica decided to try talking to Kelly, the rabbit who'd contacted her before the last match for her training session. Hey there, enjoying the bar? Yep. Enjoy your first match, newbie? It was definitely rough, but I'm still standing. Barb sure got clobbered. That was pretty cool how you smacked her up. Well, I didn't really have much of a chance to hold back. She was going to bulldoze me if I didn't try my hardest. Never hold back. Not if you're looking to get anywhere. Yeah, right. So, did you have any matches today? Earlier in the afternoon, before yours, it was pretty whack. Kelly took a drag on a cigarette, blowing the smoke in Monica's direction. Stupid ref stopped the match early. I hadn't even used my best moves on him yet. We gotta get rid of submission rules. Takes the fun out of it. Hey, come on, you didn't pulverize them, did you? Yeah, duh. What, you think wrestling is fake or something? I've got the bruises to prove it isn't. There you go. Monica wasn't sure about pressing the issue further. You know what? Fine. Yeah, whatever. Damn it. If I had more guts, I'd probably have that interaction as well. Walking up to the counter. Is this special? Alright. Are we able to get the spicy tacos? Okay, you know what? Time for some spicy tacos. You know what?
Those spicy tacos sound pretty good right now.
A few nearby patrons flashed a worried glance towards Monica. Had she made a mistake? Hiroshi! Finally! My famous recipe. I will be back soon. The bartender left for a few minutes, returning promptly with Monica's meal. Please enjoy. You will be a great fighter of women.
Hey, thanks again. Looks tasty.
The bartender walked away with a proud smile to serve some other customers, leaving Monica to her meal.
Let's see now. These smell pretty.
Oh God! Guess the spiciness was no joke. Ah! The spice from the tacos just about knocked Monica's whiskers off.
Well, what did they put in this? God, these are spicy enough to peel paint off the wall!
Monica's eyes watered as she stared at the tacos. It was like she was gazing into the depths of a volcano.
Ah! Well, they gave me these for free. It would be awful to turn down their hospitality.
Grabbing a taco, she steeled herself as she lifted it up and took a bite. It was brutal. She might as well have bitten into a hot coal straight from a raging bonfire.
It's good. It's great.
Monica flashed a thumbs up to the bartender at the far end of the countertop, her eyes watering from the spice. It was an arduous mission, but after nearly 6 glasses of water, she managed to finish her plate.
Good lord. I thought I was gonna die.
Although it had proven to be quite the ordeal, Monica felt that enduring the spicy tacos was a rewarding experience. Monica staggered back to her paws, ready to find someone to chat with.
You know what? Chat with Barbara again. Why not?
Monica decided on a familiar face.
Hey, Barb. How are you holding up? Hey, Monica.
Drunk again, I see. Oh, it just ends the same.
Jeez, you're heavy. Good catch.
Took some doing, but Monica was definitely strong enough to support Barbara. Monica managed to pull the dog over to a nearby booth, setting her inside to lie down.
Why don't you relax for a bit? You'll be fine in a few minutes. Love you, Monty. Yep, love you too, Barbara.
Thanks to her training, Monica had handled the situation well. After making sure Barbara would be fine by herself, she gave her friend one last look, smiled, then walked off. You feel a bit more charming. You feel a bit more fit. Monica pulled out her phone, checking the time. 12:45. Getting pretty late. How best to do drinks? Mighty fine, thanks. Alright, let's see here. Same price every time. Alright, well, that was PAWW Feline Fatale. This was an interesting little visual novel. If you want to support the Kickstarter, I can't talk today. If you want to support the Kickstarter, the link is just right here, as well as this QR code. Or you can find it on itch.io. The link to it will be in the description. So, that's all I'm gonna do for now. This has been your host, Jasirium, and I will see you all next time in whatever I do next. Take care, everyone.